Hey, what's going on? I hope you're going to have a great weekend. I hope your weekend consists of you sitting around, drinking a ton of beer, eating whatever you like, whether it's nachos, maybe chili this time of year, maybe you're prepping yourself for the Thanksgiving turkey, whatever. Sit around, drink the beer, and enjoy the football weekend. How about the JMV Lucky 7? Another solid weekend this past weekend. Can I come up with yet another? We shall see. Let's start with college football. Boilermakers of Purdue coming up tomorrow. Boilermakers at Iowa, 17.5-point dogs, friends. Go ahead. Take that 17.5 because the Boilermakers aren't going to win, but they're going to cover that 17.5 in Iowa City coming up tomorrow. Other games we're going to look at. How about this? Notre Dame, 3.5-point favorites, a road trip with Charlie Weiss calling the offensive plays against Navy. I'm telling you, if the Irish don't beat the midshipmen by more than 3.5 points, then you need to go ahead and fire Charlie Weiss ASAP because now we know he's calling the plays. Come on. Notre Dame, go ahead and bury the 3.5. Put that in your hip pocket because Notre Dame should and they better win by a hell of a lot more than 3.5 points. So take the Irish and bury the points in that one. We have also the Indiana Hoosiers, 35.5-point dogs. Yeah, that's right. 35.5-point dogs. On the road at State College versus Penn State, the Nittany Lions had their dreams of a BCS title game shot down in Iowa City last week. I don't know how mad they're going to be, but I do know this. I've never, ever laid, in this case, 35.5 points down, but the Hoosiers look terrible. They're going to be beyond throttled in what is a bad year this year. Lay the 35.5. What? Lay the 35.5. Take Penn State to cover. Never done that before. You know, I might be drunk doing that. Lay the 35.5. Take Penn State to cover. Let me say that again. All right, how about some NFL? We go to Dallas. 1-point favorites on the road at FedEx against Washington. Take the Redskins, take the point because Washington will win that one outright. Tennessee, 3-point favorites at Jacksonville. Love the home team here. I hate Jacksonville, don't get me wrong. But Jacksonville will hand Tennessee their first loss of the season, and they will do so by more than 3. And in fact, it'll be 6, so they'll double, I think, with the spread and the point spread that they're going to ultimately get coming up on Sunday. So take Jacksonville, take the 3 points, and you'll see Tennessee get their first loss of the season. Elsewhere, Giants 7-point favorites in the Meadowlands against Baltimore. Now, I kind of like Baltimore a little bit. It's not like the Giants are going to blow anybody out, but I'm going to go ahead and take the Giants, lay the 7, because that defense up front is going to be way too tough for the rookie Joe Flacco to mess with. Take the Giants, lay the 7, coming up this weekend against Baltimore. And the Colts, 9-point favorites at Lucas Oil Stadium over Tennessee. This is going to be the game where this offense finally busts out. Now, coming off a great victory over Pittsburgh on Sunday, let's be honest. This has been a grinded-out season so far for the Colts. But, friends, this will be one time that you will see this team offensively play like you remember. They're going to put the smackdown on the Houston Texans coming up on Sunday. So drop that 9. Doesn't matter. The Colts by a hell of a lot more than that. Let me go ahead and give you a final. How about this? 35-14. The Colts a winner. I'm going to be surprised Houston's going to score 14 points. 35 on the board. This is going to be maybe not an offensive breakout game that will remain the rest of the season, but this is going to be an offensive output that we have not seen since the Baltimore game back in September. Go with me there. 35-14 is your final. Take the Colts and go ahead and lay the 9 that they will give at home on Sunday. JMV's Lucky 7 every week right here online at WNDE.com. My homepage, The Drive with JMV. The Baggery is right there, also known as the Dilger Financial Group Fan Forum. We invite you to drop in, sign your name, go ahead and get into the conversation. A lot of that going on. Call the show at 239-1260. I don't care what you have to say. Call the show and say it. And you can check me out on Channel 13. I'm as ugly on HD as I am right here. Channel 13 WTHR, Saturday and Sunday mornings on Weekend Sunrise. Myself, Jeremy Bryant, Chris Kirshner, and Nicole Masinsic all coming your way this weekend. Otherwise, enjoy the cold beer, the cold temps, the hot food, and fellas, don't do a damn bit of work. Make it your weekend and make your radio station The Drive with JMV, Sports Radio 1260 WNDE. Have a great weekend.